What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello over here at Marty Chevrolet in Bourne, Massachusetts. And in front of me today is a 2025 Chevy Tahoe Z71. So let's get into it. All right, so today we're talking 2025 Chevy Tahoe Z71. MSRP on this build is $76,000. Exterior color, iridescent pearl, one of my favorites. Interior is jet black. If you're new to the channel, what I'm going to do is a quick walk around the exterior of the vehicle, show you some of the highlighted features there. Once we're done with that, I'm going to put the window sticker up on the screen so you can all take a better look at that. And then we will, of course, go over the interior as well. I do always like to kick things off with the key fob. So you can see we've got our lock, we've got our unlock, remote start, raise the gate, lower the gate, panic button. And then, of course, we've got our Chevy bow tie there on the back. Now, starting up front, we've got that newly redesigned front fascia. We've got these signature LED day running lights that are split now. So you've got the split with the grille, you've got the LED day runner up top, then you've got sort of that C-notched down low. Black headlight housing looks really nice. You've got your projector, and then down low, we've got our projector housing fog lights. We've got our front parking sensors here. Z71, so we've got this blacked out lower valance section, red tow recovery hooks, and then of course the skid plate underneath to protect everything when you do decide to take this thing off-road. Also in the grille, you've got your Z71 branding, you've got the blacked out emblem, and then right there you can see the front camera to the HD surround vision camera system. Iridescent pearl paint on this absolutely pops in the sun. You can see it right there. If you have a chance to look at one of these in person, hopefully there's a Summit white one next to it so you can see the comparison because it looks really good. Underneath the hood is the 5.3-liter V8 that's matched up to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And then as we go around the side, we get our first look at the 20-inch Z71 wheels, and those are wrapped in a Goodyear Wrangler Territory AT tire. You've also got the wheel well is felt lined, so rocks and stuff that kick around, that adds a lot of noise deadening inside the cabin, so you don't have to hear that kind of stuff. Up high on the fender, you've also got your Z71 branding. You've got the blacked out Tahoe, color matched mirror caps, another camera to the HD surround vision camera system, which I'll show you how that works once we get inside, but I'm gonna back up and give you a side profile. I also, for those interested, did a video on a Z71 Suburban, the 2025. I'll leave a link to that like somewhere up here if you wanna check that out as well. Going around the back, we've got our restyled back end, blacked out center section running across, blacked out bow tie, blacked out Tahoe. We've got your rear wiper is hidden. It's sort of under this, it's like almost like a little rear spoiler that comes off the back. Your rear wiper is hidden under there. You've got your LED third brake light. Black housing taillights. Love the way these look on the Z71. It's such a better look. You can see your quad exit exhaust. If we go down low, your trailer tow package, it's all set up. It's right underneath this cover. If you do need to tow anything, you just pop that cover off. Trailer hitch is sitting there. Also notice your rear backup sensors and yes, your rear backup camera. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one touch and she should open right up for us. Here's what it looks like in the back. This is just all the floor mats and everything all stowed away. I have the captain's chairs pushed too far back. That one I don't. So third row controls, if you want to fold those down, right here. You can also fold down the captain's chairs. You can see this one, I just don't have that. That captain's chair is just pushed too far back. That's why it won't fold all the way down flat. Here we go, movie magic. I push that one back up. Now you can see, up she goes. So that's one thing if you are gonna fold the seats down, you just have to make sure that the captain's chairs are far enough forward so that there's enough clearance for the seats to move up and down. Also on the right side, you've got your power outlet. So in case maybe you're tailgating or something, you have the back open, you have a way to plug in. I've gone to Patriots games and people plug George Foreman grills in the back and fire up some burgers. Kind of a nice thing to have. You've also got this cutout right here. You can put a crossbar in if you need to put like a luggage net or something, privacy net. Maybe you have some stuff back here you don't want anyone to see. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button here to drop the back. You can also see those taillights lighting up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the window sticker up on the screen for you all right now. I'm going to go over some of the information. Not going to go over everything. You can see 2025 Tahoe 4-wheel drive Z71. Obviously, iridescent pearl tri-coat, jet black interior, 5.3, 10-speed. You can see the standard vehicle price, $69,000. We've added the comfort package. We added the sunroof, the power panoramic, the iridescent pearl paint, max trailering. All said and done, you're looking at the total vehicle price or total MSRP of $76,585. I do also want to mention that this vehicle does have black tube steps that need to be dealer installed. We just haven't had a chance to run the vehicle through the shop yet to have those put on, but this does have black side steps as well. You'll also notice in the bottom left corner, you can see 17 combined MPG, 15 city, 19 highway. I'm going to go ahead and leave that up on the screen for another minute for you. You can go ahead, if you're on a phone, you can take a screenshot. If you're on a computer, you can usually hit print screen and save it that way. And I'll also leave a link to the vehicle in the description below. I'm going to take that down in 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's take a look in the back first. Here's a look at the door. Notice your Bose grills on your speakers. You've got the wood grain trim, some polished black piano or piano black. Got your captain's chairs in the back. Yeah, there are carpets, of course. You saw those in the back. We always just keep those all wrapped up and stay clean. People take test drives, doesn't get all dirty. You've got the map pockets on the back of both seats. These seats, the captain's chairs, are heated back here. The controls for the heated seats on the back of the console. You'll also notice you've got 2 USB-C ports and you've got a power outlet. HVAC controls as well for the back so that people can be as comfortable as possible up high. LED interior lighting, and of course you get your first glimpse at that panoramic glass roof. And there, it does go back even further. You can see here's the line in the roof, so this goes all the way back. But let's hop up front because I know that's what everyone wants to see anyway. Let's again show you the door. And I'll show you your seats. You can see jet black, gray stitching. Let's hop inside. All right. Now, fair warning, I do like to go through this relatively quickly. There's a lot to talk about. I'm just going to highlight kind of the hot points, I think, things that you'd be most interested in. But of course, if you have any questions, drop them down below. I will do my best to get to those. All right, so over on the left side, we've got our power door locks, power memory seats, windows, mirrors, and then on the dashboard, the buttons everywhere. You know what, though? Thankfully, we have lots of physical buttons, and not everything is in the touchscreen. I'm still a big fan of having some physical buttons for us to easily get to without having to go through a bunch of menus instead of touchscreen. So electronic parking brake right here on the left. We've got our 360 camera, parking sensors on or off, auto start and stop. You can turn that off, which is nice. Lane departure warning, auto parking, so it will parallel park itself, hill descent control, traction control. Then we've got our 4-wheel drive and mode selector, our headlight controls, gauge cluster brightness, trailer brake controller. That's everything here. Most of this stuff you're probably not going to touch too often. Headlights you probably leave in auto. Most people do. Mode selector, 4-wheel drive controls, things like that. Yeah, when winter comes, it's probably something you'll want to use. But outside of that, most of the stuff you'll probably leave just as is. Up on the steering wheel, we can drop into low gear, forward collision alert, your cruise controls. You've got paddle shifters, so paddles on the back of both sides of the steering wheel. We've got our heated steering wheel, our audio controls, hands-free dialing controls, Bluetooth, and then this button right here, if I tap that, that is going to show you the different screen setups. I know the sun glare is a little tough. The different screen layouts that you can have and the different information that you can have displayed. Hopefully the camera, sometimes there we go. This one right here is my favorite layout. It actually puts the navigation system right here in front of you so you don't have to look over at the other display. I think this is great. Some people don't like it. There's your forward adaptive cruise, minimalist look, and then kind of more of a sporty look. You can have different, there's the time and temp, the date over there on the left. You can have your audio here, and then of course your speed and everything in the center. It's really up to you, but it's nice that you have a few different options. Over here, we've got our giant horizontally oriented, which is nice because if I sit back here, the way the steering wheel kind of sits between both screens, you lose this brake and it looks like it's just one giant display spanning across the dash. We could talk about this thing all day, but I'm not going to make you listen to it all day. Obviously, AM, FM, XM satellite radio. You've got Apple CarPlay. You've got Android Auto. You can set your climate control system here, but you do have the physical controls down low. Amazon Alexa, Google My Assistant, the My Chevrolet app, all integrated into the system. You can set up your trailers if you're going to pull different trailers. Remember them. You have 5G Wi-Fi hotspot in here. If I go into my audio controls, I always like to show how Sirius lays out because I just like the way that we'll go here, and you can see you can sort by what kind of music you're looking for. You can just browse through, go through the different channels, swipe through. It's just a really well laid out system. You can do the split display. So up here, the second icon, if I tap that, I can have my radio over here. I can have my maps over here. Let me just accept all these permissions. Obviously, you won't have to do this, but there we go. So you can have the split layout like this. You can change this. It doesn't have to be the radio. It can be something else. There's your trailer. There's your Google Assistant. If I tap this pencil, I can adjust things that way as well. I'm going to go back to the home button. And something I always like to point out, because people have no idea, even honestly, I didn't know that I could do this for the longest time either, but any of the icons, you can move those around just like on a phone. See, if you tap and hold, you can just drag them around and move them. So if there's like Apple CarPlay you use all the time or whatever, you can put those all the way on the left. Your camera. So there is your 360-degree camera system. Over here on the left, you can see I can toggle through all the different options: front, back, side, hitch camera. The side, these cameras are awesome because if you're going to pull up close to a curb, you can avoid curbing your really nice wheels. The best camera. I use it all the time when I'm driving a bigger vehicle, especially things like the Hummer EV or new Suburbans, Yukons, things like that. What else do you want to talk about in here quickly? Vehicle systems, podcast, your phone integration, and obviously your Apple CarPlay. You have wireless charging. And I think that's kind of really it. You have your HVAC controls, like I said, down here, but you do have physical switch buttons below that, which if you're anything like me, you use these far, far more often. If you ever want to turn the system off, there is a power button up high. If you tap that, it's going to turn the display off, and you're just going to get the time and the date. Tap it again. It's going to turn everything back on. Definitely something that you're going to want to go through every single menu option. If you're taking one of these for a test drive or you're thinking about spending all the money on one of these, make sure that your salesperson goes over every single icon with you and shows you what they all do. Heated seat button is also down here. That one you don't have below, so if you do want to use your heated seats, it's right there. Down low, so there's your, as I already mentioned it, your digital HVAC controls, wireless charger, cup holders, USB and USB-C, big center console with another USB and a USB-C, so plenty of places to charge in. We've got an organization tray here. You can take that out. You've got even more space. And then up high, we've got our interior LED lighting. Big old roof. You can see we can open the rest of the way. We can also open it if we hit this button. And we can open the back. We can fold the seats, OnStar. And that, my friends, is the somewhat quick but somewhat detailed overview of the 2025 Chevy Tahoe with the Z71 package. If this is something that you're interested in, by all means, give us a call at 508-759-2900. If you got some value out of this video, do me a solid, just hit the like button. If you're feeling extra generous, you can subscribe, help me keep my job. As always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.